Everybody, this is Grace, and I'm kind of slowing down. There are two squirrels fighting right there, and I don't want one to run out and get squished. Anyway, there was one the other day just walking right down the middle of the road. So anyway, I want to vent some frustrations I have had for I don't know how long now, months at least. But first of all, I know that I've done some things that aren't good for my videos or my channels. I have plural because I'm doing some testing. I'm doing some stories, and I want them on different platforms, different channels. Boy, really. Anyway, but I'm thinking that it's a troll, at least one, that has found my channels and tries to ruin my videos. Now, I could be wrong, could be totally wrong, that could be just, but when somebody tells you something like that, yeah, that's when you kind of go, okay, they tell you in a way like it was such a good thing, but then all of a sudden it starts happening. Yeah, it was just, like I say, it could just be, coincidence. It could be anything. I'm not set on that it's a troll, but there is a troll. But anyway, the whole frustrations is this. I've been writing these stories, and I've always written stories, but they weren't part of a big series. I mean, as far as on YouTube. I've done before then that were, okay, and some on YouTube for years now. Anyway, some that were part of series, some that weren't. And I've been on YouTube 7 years on my original channel as of August 2021. And I never had problems, really, never had this many problems with views. Okay, seriously. I mean, for probably a year or so now. And it's basically none. I won't get any views. I put up a video, no views. Whatever channel, doesn't matter. No matter what channel. And unless it's somebody who usually it's not just one. It could be more. They'll view it for a few seconds. Now, that could be that new thing, it's somewhat new, of, people can preview your video, and that could be that problem, preview video. But I know that one of them has to be a troll, because I put up a video, and they hit it several times right away, and I reported it to YouTube. Because I just happened to be there looking at my analytics, and I saw it as it happened, right back to back to back to back. And they watch it for a few seconds and stop. Well, I don't know. How would I know? I don't get feedback. But I think they lost that channel. And a week later, back again, doing it again, back to back to back, real fast. I mean, is there more than one way to tell that? So I reported again. I think they lost that channel. I think. Because it changed from how they viewed it to what it was then. And yeah, it seemed like that's what it was. I'll just say that. It did seem like that's what happened. So I made that video private. I mean, they ruined the video, as far as, it getting viewed by others. This is my suspicion, my thoughts, suspicions. And on all this stuff, and I could be wrong because there's no way I would know for a fact. I have not been able to find any information out about it. So, there are these gurus, and I don't believe them anymore. I haven't found one that I want to believe. Yeah, if you do this, that, yeah, that kind of stuff. No, anyway, I think it's just like the rest of us. We don't know. I don't know for certain. I'm not a guru. I'm not a tipster. I'm not who knows. I don't work for them, But my experience in this on my own is that of this. I have these channels. I have the series divided up on different channels, And I started going through them and did things like consistent, or did things like a few at one day, different ways. And I've been on YouTube, like I said, over 7 years. Didn't have much of a problem until recently. But anyway, no views. None. Zilch. Nada. No views. You know, on most of them. And this was several. And different channels. And I'm like, what the crap? Now, like I was saying earlier, if they did view it, it would be only for, you know, like one view, few seconds, that's it. Okay? Ruins the video. You know? You think it's going to get, and the impressions would be, like if you go into analytics and reach, do you see that thing that says impressions? I've looked, and sometimes there were 0. Okay, so they didn't send any impressions out. Well, the channel doesn't have any, I think it only had like 7 subscribers still. And then later on it was 3, but no views. Okay, and you know from the impressions, would it ever, if somebody comes in and just boom hits a video with a few seconds, is that video going to get promoted at all, or does it matter? I don't know anywhere to find an answer from YouTube. Is it, you know, is it ever, from my experience so far, no. And I have one channel that was really good, but now it's not, because that person that when I truly believe was a troll did that to it. You know, that go in and hit it several times back to back, and then maybe lost the channel, came back, hit it back to back to back, lost the channel, came back. You know, and if that is the case, that is very sad, because small channels, how are they going to make it on a small channel? Really? I mean, a small or new one, how? If that is the case, I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, how? I mean, if somebody comes in, or they're just previewing the video for a few seconds, and then somebody else does the same, is the AI going to say, hey, this is a video, I'm going to promote it? You know, a good video? I mean, would it logically? I have a genius IQ, seriously, to do. I can't imagine that it's going to promote a video that's already people don't watch. You know, don't want to watch, but a few seconds. You know, and then, you know, I said, okay, well, maybe you have to promote it on another social media at least. You know, but those gurus, some of them have said, don't do that. You know, it confuses the AI or the whatever crap in here like this. And so I promote it. Yeah, it gets views from them promoting it on another channel, but it's consistent over all these years that it would be around 2 minutes. Depending on what type. It would be 2 minutes or a minute or minute and a half. Seriously, the average. Over years. Okay. So I know the score there. The video would have to be awfully small, you know, short, but it's still going to be, even if it's very short, you know, I'm talking like a minute, quite often it's going to be at least half of what it will, you know, of what people watch it from another social media. I don't know if that's the way it is, or if that's just coincidence. But anyway, I needed to get some of these frustrations out, because my goodness, and I have done videos about this. I don't know what I did. Now that's where my fault kind of comes in. Is I have this habit of, I'll put a video up and then I'll take it down and then I'll move it to another channel and put it up there, and I might not you know, do anything. Yes, and so did I do the same thing with these stories, and you know, put it on a different channel and all that. But overall, what I've seen is no video so far is going to have anything good come from it, any good, you know, views, unless I promote it on another social media, but it's only going to be those 2 minutes or less average, and then some other ones. But usually lately what I've seen is a lot of those just a few seconds. You watch it just a few seconds. like I said, I cannot see that's good for any channel. The big ones, probably, they have so many subscribers, you know, and I'm not talking about the big, huge ones, but just, I mean, people who aren't new, people who, you know, and I also wonder, do you have to already have subscribers in order to get subscribers, you know? You have to have subscribers for your channel before you can put up a video so people will watch it that aren't going to watch it just a few seconds. And you see what I'm saying? All around, it's wow. And I'm talking several channels I've been trying some. Now, the only thing that has been any good so far, and with me testing these new things, is testing those shorts. Now, these other ones were not shorts. They were not those shorts videos. Those hashtag shorts, no. Now, when I have tested these shorts, there's certain topics not going to happen. Nope, not going to happen. But shopping videos, of course, yeah. You know, some of them, not all of it. It's not been consistent at all. Okay, like I could do one on, you know, shopping video, short, and yep, boom. You know, like a real channel probably should. That's the way I see it. And then I'll do another one. Nope, just like a handful of views. It's like, what? Not consistent. But you know, they just say that we should be consistent. Well, the AI needs to be consistent. Anyway, what good happened was recently I put up a video. I'm a social and behavioral scientist at top college and university. I'm a sociologist. You get the score. And I put up a video because it was a proud moment to me. You know, from when I was young, that it just wasn't the case, but now it is. But I went to a store and I saw all these dolls that were basically, I'll put it this way, they're dolls for kids, different types. And they had light skin, light color to dark, and in between. And it was just so good to me. You know, to me, that's a really good thing, because when I was young, no, that was not the case. And it was good to see, so I did a video on that, put it up, you know, short, and boom! I mean, I got more views, more thumbs up. Of course, there were some, you know, people who did the thumbs down, but more thumbs up than I have ever had on any of my videos that I know of, ever, in all these years. And more views in such a short period of time. Oh, did they change something here? Yeah, and it was just like, wow, you know, I feel, you know, that's great, you know, regain my faith in humanity. Okay, I'm sitting in a drive-thru, so I have my mask on so I don't forget to put it back on. Hopefully you can understand me. I'm telling you, people cannot, for whatever reason, no matter which mask I'm wearing, it seems like people just can't understand me. And this is, the thing got caught. This is Texas, and I'm Texan. Okay, and I'm not saying that there are any other, that they're not Texan or whatever. They should be able to understand me. They have the same kind of accent I do, but they just can't understand me. I took one ear off right now, holding it there. But yeah, I'm telling you, I have a lot of frustrations lately. And if I don't do videos and what I call my pressure release valve and get them out, but then, you know, I feel bad. And this has been my habit since I was a kid. Of course, they didn't have this when I was a kid. But I did the thing starting around age 10 of a diary. You know, all the way back then. And pretty much ever since. There's some form of diary, a journal. This is like, for me, journaling. Even these stories, you know, the stories are something different. They, you know, it's just something creative to me. And the rest are kind of like vents. Vents and rants, and, you know, the good things do happen to me. My life is not horrible. But those are the things I want to vent out and, you know, talk about. And this is one of them. This is something that is stressing me because, like I said, I have a genius IQ. Now, I know I'm never going to understand an AI. You know, I'm smart enough to know this. But when something can't be figured out, and can't. Okay. Hey. Okay. Oh man. Anyway, got that. Oh, it smells so good too. But anyway, this, I can't figure out why. I mean, why else? But other than that, people preview, and I don't want to listen to that. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. This kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. But when you have, how does it work? I want to know these. I want to have some answers. If you have a troll on your channel that's going to go in, and by the way, they used to go in when I first started YouTube. Everybody would complain about trolls going in on their channels and giving them thumbs down, and that was bad and all that. Now, since then, you hear people say, "Well, that actually is an engagement and it's good." And nobody, who knows? Who really knows besides YouTube? Maybe the bigger YouTubers, I don't know. I don't know if they even know. Or do they? Somebody's bound to know. I'd like to have an answer, some kind of clue. But I don't usually get thumbs down, so I really don't. I usually don't get any engagement these days. I don't get anybody watching except those few seconds and like that. Like I said, it could be that new thing where people can just preview the first. Or even that, I think there's two ways that you preview. And like on my TV, it seems like there's one way, and then on a computer, a different way, and so forth. So I don't know. But like I said, I can't imagine this is good for any new, small, or whatever channel. But I guess the big ones, yeah. Somebody says, "Oh, well, I'm going to watch," look a few seconds and then they're going to watch it, or they have so many that can make up the difference. So many subscribers already. It doesn't nothing to them. I want to get over. Anyway, yeah, now that I've vented, I'm feeling a little bit better, but I had taken a Tylenol before I left, and I am getting something to eat finally. I didn't eat much yesterday. I had made I had some ham, to make it short, for lunch, and it must have been filled with sodium. I didn't taste that much sodium. I tasted it, but not that much sodium. And yeah, I had some negative whatever. Then I had to avoid sodium. And I don't know about you, if you're like me, you look and look and look, and you say, what doesn't have a lot of sodium in it? Even if you buy low sodium stuff, or cook, you can cook meat or eat vegetables. I don't know if any of those have sodium, but hey, you got to watch it. If it's some of the meat, if it's like, I noticed recently some of those hamburgers, not the ones in the regular box, but just, they just look like they made hamburger patties. And I didn't know that some of them, they had added sodium to them. So, yeah, and a lot of it. So, anyway, but I don't know. Today, like I said, I know that some of the things I do wrong in this, like my videos aren't that great, but I am the same person I was years ago that didn't have a problem. You see what I'm saying? I'm the same person. I'm doing the same way that I did years ago. Didn't have this kind of problem, so, it's questionable. There can be so many factors. There's so many variables. There's so many things it could be. And it could just be coincidental, but it's kind of my thoughts. I'm so, I can't see it being that coincidental over so many channels. It's something, it's just, I can see why it would say, okay, promoting small channel, I don't know. A small channel that somebody goes in, watch a few seconds and says, and it's just one, and that's it. That one, generally, if it gets like I said, if it gets any views, it's going to be one that's going to be a few seconds. And that's it. I think one of them had 2. They're both, so what's going on here? Is this going to be the case? If I put, and I did some things like, tried things like putting up several at one time. Nope. I mean, I'm talking schedule them for the exact same time, Same date, same time, same. I did the thing of being consistent. I've done the thing of big videos, long videos, short videos, different titles, different genres, different. Some people don't know me. Some aren't. They wouldn't know anything because they don't hear me. They read. Like done on PowerPoint or just a shopping video. Various types, various styles, various genres. Like I said, not just one topic, several topics. Nope. Overall, generally, what it is no, we're not promoting your videos. I don't know if it's just what's going on. I don't know. There's no information for me to find so far. Like I said, this is somebody who would be in the know. Okay, how about a little bit of something else that just happened, by the way, is I have noticed something since, now I was one that was had to stay at home because of my adrenal disorder until I got, the pains to the arm. And the first one didn't hurt me though. But the second one, yeah, I felt the pain. But anyway, and I did have side effects, yeah. Anyway, since I have been able to go out, like doing things, felt comfortable enough, after a certain period of time and, to be fullied, as I call it. I'm avoiding certain words, you see. But, yeah, I was able to feel comfortable going with, the usual social things that they talk about we should do, and I do them. And anyway, I would go shopping for myself. Actually go into the store and shop instead of having stuff delivered or we pick it up. And one of the things I've noticed since I've been out more and everything is, my goodness, sorry, my mic got high, but aggressive people it had always been this way here, that I've lived here like most of the past 20 years, is that, it had a reputation, I didn't give it, of people having a high sense of entitlement, and people were not everybody, in fact it was probably a slim few overall, but being very aggressive. They own the road, they own the store, they own the everything, and they don't, and you're in their way, this kind of thing, they're on the, you're in their way on the road, you better, speed at the speed they want, or they're going to run you down, this stuff. But it's worse now. It's worse. After 18 months of me basically not doing all those things and going out, oh my goodness, really. And like there's a person behind me. That person can get over and go around, but they're going to tailgate me instead. And I'm going 3 miles over the speed limit. Okay? But they're going to tailgate. Instead of just going around. And this kind of aggression, but also like in these stores, oh my goodness. Now I have noticed one thing though. The people, I'm not saying any certain age group, but one of the things I have noticed is there's a lot more, now, a lot more older people, my age and older, that are out shopping during the day than I noticed before. I never had noticed that before. And there will be only a little sprinkle of people who are young. And I find that interesting. Now, I have not yet seen an older person my age or older, be very aggressive. Okay, I'm not saying that it's, only young people are aggressive. I'm not saying that at all. I know people my age, I know a lot of people who are very aggressive types. Believe me, I'm not one, but they certainly are. So, but where I go, places I go, the times I go, it could be different an hour later. But yeah, and part of the aggression is that of, they want to get right up on you. One did this to two women, younger women. They obviously were sisters. They cornered Adam and I we could not figure out what the crap was going on in the store. They just surrounded us. Luckily I pushed my shopping cart in between to where they couldn't totally. And he was like, what the crap? Because Adam's not used to this kind of stuff. And I'm not used to it either. That was crazy. And they wanted to get... It was just weird. I don't even know how to explain it. But I've seen a lot of aggressive behaviors lately. A lot more aggression. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go home and eat this delicious smelling food. I got nachos with steak. And he wanted a burrito, so I got him a burrito dinner with steak. Talk to y'all in another video.